There are certain moments in life that etch themselves into your heart forever, ones that you never truly get over, no matter how many years pass. For Priscilla Presley, 80, that day came in January 2023, when she lost her only daughter with Elvis Presley, Lisa Marie Presley, at just 54 years old. And now, Priscilla is opening up about the most difficult decision a mother could face: saying goodbye. In a new interview with People, Priscilla didn't hold back as she revisited those agonizing hours in the hospital. Her honesty cuts like a knife, but it also reveals the profound strength it takes to survive the unimaginable. The second saddest day of my life. It was the second saddest day of my life, other than losing Elvis, Priscilla admitted, her voice still carrying the weight of grief. The matriarch of the Presley family has weathered storms that most of us couldn't fathom. To lose a husband who was idolized worldwide, and then decades later, to lose the daughter they created together, it's the kind of heartbreak that doesn't come with an instruction manual. On that fateful day, Lisa Marie was rushed to the hospital after being discovered unresponsive by her ex-husband, Danny Keough. The cause? A small bowel obstruction, a rare but serious complication that developed years after a bariatric surgery. By the time Priscilla arrived, her daughter was already on a ventilator. Lisa really wasn't breathing, she recalled. We waited, prayed, hoped, but in the end, the doctor said, "Priscilla, I'm so sorry, she's gone." A family in shock. The Presley family has always lived in the public eye, but behind the flashbulbs and Graceland tours lies a very real family dynamic. Lisa Marie leaves behind 4 children, actress Riley Keough, now the family's torchbearer, twins Harper and Finley, who were just 14 at the time, and her late son Benjamin, who died in 2020 at only 27. For Priscilla, breaking the news to her grandchildren was a wound almost as deep as losing Lisa herself. "We just couldn't believe it, didn't want to believe it," she said. "It was hard on all of us, and it still is." It's not hard to imagine. Imagine telling teenagers that not only are they growing up in the shadow of Elvis Presley, but they've now lost their mother too. That's not a chapter any family deserves, famous or not. Lawsuits, rumors, and heartbreak. As if grief weren't enough, Priscilla has had to contend with controversy. Last month, a lawsuit filed by her former business associates accused her of pulling Lisa Marie off life support against her wishes. Allegations Priscilla fiercely denied. She slammed the suit as one of the most shameful, ridiculous, salacious, and meritless lawsuits I have ever seen. Her words left a little room for misinterpretation. "It's nothing more than a sad and vicious attempt to tarnish the reputation of an 80-year-old woman," she said. "Can we pause here? The Presley clan has already given the world rock and roll, multiple generations of talent, and more family drama than most soap operas could dream of. Must we really throw baseless lawsuits into the mix?" As Priscilla made clear, grief is heavy enough without opportunists jumping in with conspiracy theories. Lisa Marie, Mama Lion, fierce protector. Lisa Marie may have been a Presley by blood, but her personality was all her own. Fiery, fiercely protective of her children, and disarmingly honest. She often referred to herself as Mama Lion, and in one 2019 Instagram post, she even captioned a photo of herself with her 4 kids, Mama Lion with cubs. She wore motherhood like a crown, sometimes slightly askew, like all of us, but with pride nonetheless. Whether she was attending premieres with Riley and Benjamin in the early 2000s, or snuggling with Harper and Finley backstage at concerts, she made sure her kids knew they were her world. Even through loss, like the devastating death of Benjamin, Lisa Marie leaned on her daughters as her source of strength. In 2021, on her 53rd birthday, she posted a family photo and wrote, "Like every day, I couldn't have made it through without these 3 by my side." Family first, fame second. The Presley clan is, in many ways, America's unofficial royal family. From Graceland tours to Elvis movies, the Presley brand continues to thrive decades after the king left the building. But for Lisa Marie, the glitz and glam never outweighed the value of time with family. She was spotted attending everything from Easter celebrations in 2013 to ballet outings with her twins in 2018. And yes, she even fostered puppies during the COVID-19 pandemic, because apparently even Presley royalty couldn't resist the chaos of too many dogs in the house. Honestly, if Lisa Marie Presley had to deal with puppy accidents during lockdown, then maybe the rest of us should cut ourselves some slack about baking sourdough bread. 3 generations of Presley women. One of the most powerful images of Lisa Marie's legacy is the multi-generational bond she shared with Priscilla and Riley. In June 2022, just months before her death, the 3 women attended a handprint ceremony at the TCL Chinese Theater in Los Angeles. The sight of 3 Presley women, side by side, solidified what fans already knew. Elvis may have been the king, but it's the Presley women who have quietly carried the family forward. Tattoos, tributes, and eternal bonds. Perhaps one of the most touching aspects of Lisa Marie's story is her connection to her late son, Benjamin. The 2 even shared matching tattoos, a Celtic eternity knot, representing eternal love and connection. After Benjamin's death in 2020, Lisa Marie wrote, "It symbolizes that we will be connected eternally. It's a bittersweet reminder of the unbreakable bonds that endure even after life ends." Humor amid the heartache. Now, let's be real. Grief isn't exactly ripe ground for comedy. But if there's one thing the Presley family has shown, it's resilience. And sometimes, resilience comes with a wink and a laugh. For instance, Lisa Marie once joked about being grateful to be happy, healthy, and alive on her 51st birthday. Considering her rock and roll upbringing, turbulent marriages, and the weight of living under Elvis's enormous shadow, that was less of a cliche and more of a triumphant declaration. And honestly, who among us hasn't felt the need to just say it out loud when we're making it through another year? Lisa Marie just happened to say it with 100,000 Instagram followers listening. The Presley legacy. Priscilla's recent reflections remind us of something vital. Legacies aren't just about music, money, or mansions like Graceland. They're about people, families, the messy, beautiful, sometimes painful bonds we share. Elvis gave the world his voice. Lisa Marie gave the world her honesty and her children. And now, Priscilla is giving the world a reminder of what it means to keep going, even when your heart feels broken beyond repair. A grandmother's strength. At 80, Priscilla continues to be the anchor for her family. She has stood at the gravesides of her ex-husband, her grandson, and her daughter, yet she remains resilient. She has endured gossip columns, lawsuits, and heartbreak, and still shows up for Riley, Harper, and Finley. "We didn't want to believe it," she repeated, describing Lisa Marie's passing. And maybe that's the truest thing about grief. We never want to believe it. But with every story shared, every memory cherished, and every moment of vulnerability, Priscilla is ensuring that Lisa Marie's spirit continues to live on. And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive into the Presley family's heartbreaking yet inspiring story. If you found this video moving, or if you're just as fascinated by the Presley legacy as we are, don't forget to hit that like and make sure you subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, legacies never die as long as we keep sharing their stories. See you in the next one.